How to buy and sell a house at the same time. You must set up a strategy even before listing your home. Stay with me to learn more. I am Ines Garcia, your real estate advisor. You may be ready to move, but the fact that you have to sell one home to buy another one at the same time may feel overwhelming. It is absolutely doable, but you have to be prepared for the hurdles you will find along the way. It is done very often, and if structured well, your stress will be minimized. But I want to set up realistic expectations. In order to accomplish it, we will need to do what I call real estate engineering. That is why it is so important that you work with someone who can help you navigate the process, who has done it before and knows what additional clauses could be included. Why sellers do not like the contingency on the sale of a house? For a seller, this increases the risk of the transaction falling apart, since they not only need one buyer to close, but two. Depending on the market you are in, being it a seller's or a buyer's market, the strategy changes. This is a graph that shows you different scenarios based on the type of markets and how easy or hard it is for contingencies to be accepted. If we are in a seller's market, you are in the driving seat in the selling side. But as a buyer, it diminishes your ability to negotiate. So your offer has to be very aggressive to be able to get the house you want. If we are in a buyer's market, it is harder for a seller to put many conditions, and the buyer will have more power. I want to share with you some tips if you are preparing an offer with a contingency of selling your home. Add the contingency, please. I have seen many situations in which the buyer's agent didn't include it, and you can imagine the problems it created. The property that needs to be sold should be already under contract, with low-risk contingencies in it, and present your offer with proper supporting documentation that will give the seller the peace of mind that the risk of not closing is slim to none. Avoid lowball offers and make all the other terms as attractive as possible. Be mindful of the deadlines and how they correlate with the other contract. Understand the risk involved. I will lay out in order of difficulty the most common scenarios you may encounter when you want to sell your home and buy another one at the same time. First, you can afford to pay cash for your new home without selling the current one. This is the best scenario. You may be paying two mortgages at the same time, but your ability to negotiate improves tremendously. Either you are in a seller's or a buyer's market. Second, you can close and have the buyer let you stay in the property for a couple of months, meaning that you will have enough time to put an offer and close in the new place without the contingency of selling your home. Third, both transactions are cash. The risk of any of the two transactions falling apart is very low. Fourth, one transaction is cash and the other finance. It is not too bad. And fifth, both transactions are financed. This is where things get trickier. There are two approvals and two appraisals. The last three situations are what's called simultaneous closings, since you need the proceeds from one transaction to pay for the other. Every step must be considered, and the parties have to be even more cooperative than ever. If you need to sell your home or want to set up a strategy for your simultaneous closing, let's chat. I am Ines Garcia, your real estate advisor.